Hello, beautiful beings. Now is the time that we're gonna lock in. Okay, no more excuses, no more waiting for January 1st. Before it even starts, we're gonna go ahead and figure out what we want, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna achieve everything we want right now in this moment. Let's go. In this video, I'm gonna give you 7 steps into actually achieving your dream life and manifest whatever you want in 2025. We're not gonna wait, we're gonna start right now. Literally, as you're watching this video or after watching this video, you're gonna know how to actually move forward and create the life that you want. We're gonna create a strong foundation so we don't fall back to old patterns and old ways of being. We're gonna actually become the version that we always wanting to be. We're not waiting for a year, we're not waiting for a certain day. We're gonna start right now. And I know that sounds scary, but do it for yourself because you know you deserve the best, okay? Wait, one thing I forgot to mention is that these 7 steps are gonna be explained using Tik-Tok Brain Rot Terms. So if you're familiar with that, you're gonna really understand this even way better because I'm gonna break it down very simple, very easy. Let's begin, guys. First of all, we're gonna channel our inner chill guy, chill girl to reflect on our 2024, okay? What can you do in these remaining days before 2025 or at the start of 2025 that you know will serve you better? Think about actions, habits, or relationships you can shift today and you know that will help you. For example, this could be like finishing off a project, cutting off unhealthy relationships, maybe finally taking the step towards working out. You know, reflect on it. Just become aware of what are you actually avoiding to do. What do you think will get you closer to the best version of yourself that you know and you are aware of, and maybe you can find stuff that you are not aware of. And the second question is, what are the thinking patterns, like what are you thinking in your daily life that is kind of promoting the same life that you're living now? What are you thinking every day that is kind of holding you back from taking the action on doing what you need to do? That is the second question. We're going to reflect on that. And also, if you do find there are negative beliefs or self-sabotaging patterns, become aware of them, write them down, note it out, observe how they're impacting your daily life, and then focus on making small shifts right now. So at the start of 2025 or before 2025, depending on when I'll edit this video, you'll have a solid foundation and you'll be good to go. You don't need to worry about anything else because you're taking the small steps anyways to undo whatever patterns and thinking patterns you have. Third question is, what are things that you're doing well in 2024 that you want to carry over because you know they'll benefit you? Because we're not going to only focus on the negative things, what we're doing bad, what we can improve. Yes, we should focus on that, but we're also going to improve on what we've been doing well and what we should continue doing. So reflect on that in your journal, out loud, in your head, on your computer document. Write it out. What things are you doing well right now that you can continue doing forward? Because we chill like that. We're a chill girl, chill guy. So we reflect on everything. We don't reflect just on the bad stuff. We reflect on all in all. Number 2, brain nourishment. A major part of your glow up for 2025 will start with your mindset, as we kind of reflected on in step number 1. First of all, let's just stop using the term brain rot because we're going to stop using the term brain rot. Oh, this is my brain rot. I'm brain rotting. Brain rot this, brain rot that. Let's use brain nourishment. Brain nourishment is something I saw from a TikTok comment, so credit to them. I didn't take a screenshot of exactly who the person was who commented it, but I saw it everywhere. Okay, brain nourishment. That's the new term we're going to use. The first thing to do to nourish your brain is by saying affirmations every single day. So positive affirmations, what you can repeat. You can write out a list of affirmations that align with your glow up goals. I have tons of affirmation inspiration on my Pinterest if you want to go check that out. Some examples include, I'm already becoming the best version of myself. Every decision I make today moves me closer to my dreams. I release fear and embrace my limitless potential. Those are just simple examples of what the types of affirmations you can repeat on a daily basis. Or, you know, your affirmations can change. You don't have to repeat the same things all the time. But basically, repeat affirmations. Repeat affirmations that you know that will serve you and that will help you experience life in new ways. Because the more you repeat them, the more familiar it comes and the more you experience those affirmations in your daily life. It's not something that's just in here. It's you actually experience it. So, for example, I'm already becoming the best version of myself. At first, you might not believe it. At first, you might not even see that you're becoming the best version of yourself. But the more you repeat it, the more you'll see how you are becoming the best version of yourself. Maybe by you feel inspired to do stuff. Maybe you just feel better. And maybe people are responding to you better. Things like that. You just repeat those affirmations, okay? And watch how your life will change. You can also write those affirmations if you don't really like repeating in your mind, in your head. You know, guys, there's so many options. We have subliminals, we have affirmation tapes, we have meditations, we have affirmation rampages. There's so many options. And you have yourself. That's the most important and most powerful tool. You have your own mind to repeat. You have your own voice that you can use to repeat those affirmations. So you got it all. You're simply repeating affirmations that the future you would want to manifest, and it'll just help you rewire your mind to experience the reality you desire. So if you don't know what subliminals are already, they're basically inaudible repeated affirmation statements that are covered with any type of sound. They directly reach to your subconscious mind because you can't consciously hear them or fight them back or interfere with them. And then affirmation tapes, on the other hand, have repeated affirmation statements that are audible and are not covered with any sound and reach both your conscious and subconscious mind. You can find them on YouTube or on my 2 channels that I have, and I'll have a detailed video explaining the difference between both, because I feel like that's not really talked about and people get confused about what both they are and how they work. And also, I feel like you hear this a lot, but it's really underrated how meditation is really so important for you, like whether in silence, nature sounds, frequencies. You don't have to sit in silence with your eyes closed and legs crossed. We experience meditation multiple times during the day, whether we realize it or not. When we're doing something that's so effortless and easy that we're just, you know, fully locked in. I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm Gen Z, sometimes I feel like a boomer using these actual terms. With meditation, you can do that at least for 5 minutes a day. Build it up slowly as you go throughout the year. So you don't want to start off like an hour meditation. No, you don't have to do that because that's too much and you're not gonna feel motivated to meditate again. Do what feels best for you. Step number 3 is build small back habits. Yeah, I'm not gonna do big back activities anymore unless you want to, okay? There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying if you really want to tap into the best version of yourself, we're gonna build some small back habits. And by doing that, I doesn't mean just looking better, like about feeling better too. If you feel better, you're gonna be more proud of looking better too. It goes hand in hand. It's not just one thing. You just look better and, you know, you still feel the same crappy way by yourself. But no, if you feel better too, you're gonna love the way you look better, okay? That's all it is. First thing to do is movement. You don't need any intense exercise session. Just moving your body for just for a bit every single day. It's just like super powerful for your mental and physical health, because there's a lot of research to show, and you can search that up on your own time, but I'm not like a whole like channel that explains all that type of stuff. So you can search into that if you're like, oh, well, why is exercise good for my mental being? I don't need exercise to feel mentally healthy. Yeah, you don't. But it helps, you know, it helps. It does help with that. So it just helps with your physical and your mental health well-being. Whether it's yoga, Pilates, dance, Zumba, stretching, or a simple walk, consistency is the key. Your body will thank you and show you your love back. It feels good to work out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, that first step is definitely really hard when you're like, tomorrow's the day I'll start. No, right now, I want you to get up and do something. I don't know, dance, wave, spin around. If you need that push forward to start moving your body, do it right now while I give you the permission. If you can't give yourself permission to do it right now, I will give you the permission right now to go ahead and move. Just move. Feel what it's like. Be present with yourself, to allow yourself to just be free. Once you figure out what you like, you don't have to do the same thing every single day. You can switch it up. Just do something, even if it's scrolling on TikTok while walking on a treadmill or walking outside safely in a park. Do something every day just to build that habit of moving, because I know it's so easy just to sit down on your phone, lay in bed. It is really easy to do that, but it can also be just as easy to want to walk, want to move your body, want to stretch, want to dance. You just have to take that first step and everything else will be easy for you. You know, you just have to build that consistency. It's all about you and what you want. Because you can sit around all day, and if that makes you feel good, go ahead and do it. But if you're sitting down all day and you feel guilty for not moving or not doing something, then that's your sign that maybe, you know, this is not best for me. Maybe I should have more of a balance in what I do. Maybe I shouldn't be sitting around all day, and maybe I should also be spending some time in my day doing it. Then you'll feel better about laying around. Second section of this third step is unbig backness. I didn't really know what else to call it. It's basically about what you eat every day, so this might be difficult for those who don't really have the funds or access to whole and nutritional foods. But for those that do, start replacing your processed foods with more healthier options step by step. No need to throw away your whole pantry, no need to diet, no need to do all that. Just think of food being like the fuel to your car. You wouldn't put canola oil in your tank because you know it could damage your engine in the long run, right? So fill and fuel yourself with things that you know can benefit you in the long run and not damage your vessel. This is your vessel. This is your human vessel. This is your physical body that you're living in. So why not take care of your house? You know, you want a clean house, right? You want to feel good in your house. You don't want a messy internal home either. In your house, you don't want to see mess. You don't want to see clutter. You don't want to see junk everywhere. So same with your internal home. You can't see it, but you feel it, right? So why not clean your internal home for yourself? So start feeding yourself with healthy, nutritional foods. And this does not mean that you completely cut away every junk food that you like, every food, your favorite desserts. It doesn't mean you cut all that out. It just means you maybe start replacing step by step with maybe fruit, with maybe vegetables, you know, things like that, or healthier snack options. Maybe how you can maybe remake your favorite snack healthier. You don't have to take it away completely, just balance it out. Maybe consume it less. There's nothing wrong with eating it once in a while. It's just all a balance. So you know what's up. You know if you're eating too much of something and it's kind of wrecking you, or if you're eating stuff that's actually benefiting you. I know you know. So start taking those tiny steps to kind of just like balance everything out. You know, you don't have to completely eliminate something because that's not really a sustainable life. We want to live life where we can enjoy what we want, but also make sure we're taking care of ourselves at the same time. Okay, number 3. I feel like this is so long. Ooh. Prioritize good sleep. Create like a bedtime range for yourself. Maybe like weekends you have a specific time range. Maybe for the weekdays you have a specific time range that you know you'll wake up feeling energized and motivated when you wake up. It's okay if you don't always feel motivated or energized after you wake up, but maybe just prioritize your sleep more. And you know, not a lot of people have that space to get good sleep, but if you know you do, for example, if you know that in order to get good sleep, you can maybe stop scrolling less on TikTok, or stop, you know, staying up late to watch your shows. You know, if you know you're gonna get good sleep by doing that, just do that, you know? That's how it is. So if you have that opportunity to get good sleep, but you're not really using it, then don't waste it by scrolling on TikTok, you know, on Instagram Reels. We don't want to consume that, like those videos, you know, constant scrolling in our brain. It's kind of bad because it messes with our dopamine levels and oxytocin, because, you know, we want that feel good, instant accomplishment. So it kind of, it messes with our brain chemicals. So I don't think you should be doing that before you go to sleep anyways. I've been a victim too by this, but I blocked my phone. It's a feature on my phone where I can block off apps to just stop working, so I can't really click on them unless I have to like go through all these steps to, you know, change the settings. But 11 p.m. I'm not on TikTok anymore. I'm not on Insta. I'm nothing. I have my webtoon comics open. I got YouTube open, but I can't access anything. Maybe you can try implementing that too. Your environment can either help you or block your glow up and productivity levels to create a space that supports your goals and reflects your transformation. So 1, declutter your space. Clean and organize your space as best as you can. You know, get rid of those old assignments from elementary school that you feel like you saved up. You're like, oh, maybe I'll need this someday, or from high school, from middle school. And donate any clothes, trinkets, things that you feel like you're just holding on to for no reason. That's kind of just like cluttering up your space that you know you can get rid of. Recycle them, maybe give them to someone else. Throw all those water bottles that are stashed in your room away, you know. If that's too much for you to do all at once, set a timer for like 10 minutes or like around any time every evening to do like a quick sweep of your space, whether it's putting away laundry, clearing your kitchen counter, wiping down surfaces, you know, tables, desks, and all that. A short set amount of time can help you make a big difference every single day. Like, another thing to do, if you feel like it's too much, imagine yourself as like a hired cleaner. You hired yourself, you're a cleaner, and you only have that set amount of time to clean a certain area in your house. Except of paying yourself at the end, you can treat yourself with a reward that can give you the motivation to just do it. This idea, by the way, is from a TikTok I saw recently. It was just so smart to me. Another thing you can do to elevate your space and have a clean environment behind, around, up, to your left and right around you, invest in things, if you have the funds to do so, that you know will positively impact your mood. For example, like aroma diffusers, air purifiers, candles, even cotton balls with essential oil in them so you can smell them, you know, feel that calming scent, whatever smell you like. Also essential oil sprays. You can put essential oil drops into like a water bottle spray and spray it everywhere. Just things you know that good vibes to your home and your space. It will make you feel more safe in your house, in your room, wherever. Also, having cute and aesthetic things in your house can make such a difference. Make you feel more happy and less cluttered whenever you see things. So think of yourself as like an influencer that has to film, so you need to have like a good background setting. But honestly, these days influencers don't even need all that. You just need to be yourself. But you can imagine yourself as like one of those like fancy posh influencers that have like the whatever clean aesthetic whatever, and you can set your space in the best way you can do so. For example, I have cute things around all my room just to make me feel happy. And like, look at this, I just have this hanging my around on my little board right here just to look at, and it makes me happy. And I want also start small and finish strong. If you're still feeling unmotivated to clean your space, start with one small area like your desk, your bed, or your bathroom sink, and once you tackle that, you'll feel motivated to move on to the next task. Little progress can literally go on and on and on, because if once you finish one thing, you're like, oh, I feel like I can do more. Oh, I feel like I can do more. Oh, I can feel like I can do more. So it's going to lead you to bigger results and more cleaning done. Imagine how proud and relieved you'll feel, okay, when you walk into a clean space. I'm sure you will appreciate for that clean start in the new year. Yeah, I don't even need to say it because you already know. Without clear goals, it can be easy to fall back to old patterns, old ways of being. So use this first month of the year to really define your goals and set the stage so much that 2025 will literally love to see you coming. Take that space, hold that space for yourself.
And really holding space with that.
Because you really deserve a clean space. Your future you will love you, will thank you, will love to see you coming. Same way 2025 will literally love to see you coming. And how are we going to do that? How are we going to create that drive, that power? We're going to break down our big goals into smaller tasks, because large goals can feel really intimidating, and by breaking them down into smaller actionable steps that can be accomplished like instantly in a day, in a short term, it can help create that momentum and make that progress more visible to you and motivate you to keep going. If you want to be like a proper content creator with a brand, with your own like identity, it's not something you can be like, you can just like snap your finger but like, okay, I'm a content creator. No, you have to like kind of create like a rough plan, you know, what you want to do, what kind of videos you want to post, things like that. You want to have that stage. What color, what should I make my thumbnail, how should I edit my videos, all this type of stuff. So you can take that step by step. For example, first thing, you can write a list for your videos. You can write a draft or a post. You can film a video, edit a video. These are small actionable steps that break your year into, and which will help you, motivate you to keep going, because it's not something where we're not gonna do everything all at once, because it makes us feel overwhelmed and not want to continue pursuing our goal. But if you break it step by step, filming a video one day, we're editing it one day, we're creating our logo one day, we're reaching out to brands one day, we're collabing one day, you know, things like that. Break them step by step till it gets easier for you to handle more and more things till you're comfortable with whatever you're comfortable with. You know, it's not good to just overwhelm yourself immediately. Your big goal is just take it step by step to make it more digestible. Discipline and motivation. Motivation, to me at least, is more of a temporary state, while discipline is there 24/7 if you allow it to be. Motivation can come and go, you know, but discipline is what keeps you showing up day by day, day after day, every single day. It's the internal drive to stick to your routine, even when you're tired, busy, or just not feeling it. Discipline helps you create habits. And once those habits are in place, they don't really require much motivation to be effective, you know? Discipline also helps you build consistency. For example, in the gym, you might not always feel excited or motivated about working out, but the discipline to show up, okay, just to be at the gym, even when you don't really feel like it, you don't really feel motivated to the real results over time. Consistency is the key. Make sure that you remain consistent in your efforts, because sometimes our motivation can maybe come from seeing other people work out. That's not something that we can always control. We can't always be looking at other people, are they working out, and then feel motivated by that. It has to be that internal drive to be going forward and going to the gym every day, even if we don't want to, because we have that outline goal. I want to be slim, fit, toned. That's our overall arching goal. So in order to do that, we need to be disciplined and consistently take actions every single day to achieve that. You know what I'm saying? Also, make sure to listen to yourself. It's really easy to get frustrated when you don't really meet your goals or miss out on something that you planned. But remember, you're human. You're not AI. You're not ChatGPT. No, it's okay if you give up. It's okay if you slip up. Be kind to yourself. Refocus. You know, don't feel guilty. Don't feel shameful. If you be kind to yourself, that mindset, you'll easily get out of the regret and you'll focus on growth. How can I improve myself? How can I be better? But also be kind to myself and allow myself to be as I am. Just move forward with more compassion and understanding to yourself. Imagine yourself as a friend. You know, what would your best best friend say to you if you slip up, if you mess up? They're not gonna curse at you. They're not gonna bring you down even more. They're gonna lift you up, be like, okay, it's okay, we did this, how can we do better? They're gonna be kind to you. They're gonna be loving to you. They're not gonna, you know, if you have the good friends, they're not gonna be cooking you up. Celebrate your wins, okay? Yeah, I don't really care if all you did was just get yourself out of bed or get to the gym. Celebrate yourself. Every step counts. Every step counts. Every step counts. Sometimes we're so focused on what we missed, what we did wrong, we forget to acknowledge what we accomplished. The more we acknowledge what we did, what we accomplished, this boosts your confidence and encourages you to keep moving forward. And I'm also working on this too, because sometimes I also get really focused on like, oh, what I did wrong, I should have done this, I should have done that. But then when someone else brings it to awareness that, oh, but you did this though, you did this, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, literally, I did all this, but I'm not even focusing on that. I'm seeing all that I did wrong. And it's normal for us to do that, but we just gotta keep reminding ourselves that we deserve to celebrate what we actually accomplished and not just focus on our downfalls and our mistakes and failures. 6. Prioritize your self-healing and self-love because it boosts your aura by infinity. Like I'm not even joking, it really does. Taking time for yourself and also recognizing your needs and your desires is not selfish, no matter what anyone tells you. It's essentially the most important thing you can do in your life, and that's the biggest lesson that I've learned in 2024, that self-love really takes you far, because boosting yourself up and giving so much love to yourself is so much better than being down on yourself, hurting yourself mentally, physically. Doing all that really brings no benefit, you know? You're literally just harming yourself, and that does no good. So why not just love ourselves? And I know that's a big question for people who grew up did not liking how they look, did not like how they feel, did not like anything about themselves. I know that can be really hard. You know, don't you think it's time for us to just let that all go and just realize that how much we do deserve love and how much we deserve to fill our cup first over filling other people's cups instead? As much as I've been saying not to scroll on TikTok, there are a lot of profound and wise things I've seen on there. And a comment I recently read, I think your cup is so much more better and should be prioritized, because the more you fill your cup, the more it's going to overflow, and that overflow is going to go out to others. Therefore, filling your cup is not going to do any harm. It's only going to do better, and it's going to help others. For all my people pleasers out there, what's up? Filling your cup is going to help others. So why don't you fill your cup? So mind you, this is your only life, so you deserve the best. Like, I know it can be hard, but let's take the first step. Set boundaries. Protect your peace. Prioritize your time and energy, and learn to say no to things that you know that do not serve you, and you know that they drain you. So just protect your mental health by surrounding yourself with people and experiences that lift you up. And the first step to doing that is saying no. If you don't want to do something for someone, say no. And I'm sure if you're being real and authentic, they will understand. Or if they're truly meant to be in your life, they will understand. There's nothing wrong with protecting your boundaries and saying no, because you realize that most people that are constantly stepping over your boundaries and taking advantage of you have those boundaries in place. Since you don't, they find it easy to manipulate you and constantly step over your boundaries, because you don't really have that set in the place. Have them set in the place, because think about it. If you allow someone to keep do something to you once, they're gonna keep thinking it's okay to keep asking you to do this, because you know you'll do it anyway, you know, because you wouldn't even think anything else, because you don't think of yourself any more than that. So you're gonna keep doing it for them, and they will think it's okay. So set those boundaries. We're not doing that anymore, because learning to say no is hard. It comes with a lot of overthinking, I know, if you're prone to that. Once you start doing it, it will become easier and easier for you. Self-care isn't just body, because I know when we think of self-love, we think of, you know, hair care, skin care, nail care, all this type of stuff. But it isn't just that, honestly. If I'm really being real, self-care, self-love is, maybe it's self-care, but it's not self-love. Be okay with spending quality time with yourself, whether it's just through journaling or meditation or literally playing in your imagination, because that's really no one really talks about playing in your imagination. That's such a fun thing you can do, and we have access to it all the time. Do it, of course, at a balance to which it doesn't impact your daily life, but spend just time with yourself, you know? For your journaling days, here are some questions that you can consider. What makes you happy? Truly, what makes you happy? What are your needs? Who are you without all the labels and limitations you or others put onto you? So for example, forget the race, forget the skin color, forget where you came from, who your parents are, what your education is, what job you do. Who are you without all that weight, without all that burden? Who actually are you? Do you know? Do you know? I mean, we're all trying to figure it out, but do you know? Without all this stuff. And also, how are you depriving yourself of the love and joy you really deserve? Or how are you giving yourself the love and joy you deserve? I feel like you can experience more joy, more love in your life. And how are you depriving yourself? How do you feel like you're being deprived? Or how are you giving that to yourself already? You know? You could be really good at giving yourself love, or you could not. Let's reflect on that. Also, do you pour more into others or yourself more? If so, why? If you pour into others, we're gonna change that right now. We're not gonna pour into others that much anymore. We're gonna first pour into ourselves, because a cup that's full can overflow, and then it can help others. So we're not living with an empty cup anymore. Our cups are gonna be full of love for ourselves, which is gonna spread out to others. This leads to self-concept. So repeating and integrating self-concept affirmations, there's so many found on YouTube, can help all aspects of your life just by shifting how you view yourself. So self-concept is essentially shifting how you view of yourself, of your life, of your daily circumstances, of yourself. So how lucky you are, how much money you earn, how pretty you are, how much people you attract, the types of people you attract, what you're worthy of in life. Self-concept is all of that. You can do that by using affirmations, meditation, or saying self-loving affirmations to yourself in the mirror by shifting the way you view yourself. Because if you feel like you don't deserve love, you're going to keep experiencing things that prove to you that you don't deserve love. So if you remind yourself that you're lucky, you're loved, you deserve happiness, blessings, miracles, that's how you're going to view your life and yourself, and that's what you're going to keep experiencing. So remind yourself every day, starting from here on out, you are deserving of love. You are deserving of happiness. You are deserving of success. You're deserving of living a wealthy, abundant, successful life. Right now, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I am happy. I am successful. I am loving. I am living the best life. I am thriving in every aspect of my life. Every day just keeps getting better and better for me. Why am I so happy and successful? Why do I love my life so much? Why do amazing things keep happening to me? There you go. We just did step number 1 in creating the most beautiful life for ourselves from here on out throughout 2025. That was the first step we took. Good job. I'm proud of you. Another big thing we can do to improve our self-love and life in general is to do shadow work. And facing your inner wounds, fears, limiting beliefs is really crucial for our growth, and that's what shadow work basically is bringing what's in the dark to the light so we can face it, not let it eat us up inside anymore as it was in the dark. We're bringing it up to the surface and we're like, I see you, I don't want you, I love you, but goodbye. That's all it is. Very simply, of course. There's a lot more to it. And shadow work can be done depending on where you're at and how much trauma you have faced in your life. You can do this with a professional. You can do this through meditation, writing, and I think a professional will actually be really helpful to help guide you through this if it's too much handled for yourself. And also, they can also give you a third perspective that you may not notice or see, because a lot of times with our traumas and what we face in our life, we have like our own limited perspective of view of that's how it is and that's how it's supposed to be. And sometimes we do need that other person to show us that, you know, give us a different perspective so we can help heal and help clear things faster. So, but again, you don't need that. You can still use meditation and writing to do shadow work, okay? Or just simply by all the stuff that I mentioned before, loving yourself, saying kind things to yourself, improving your self-concept, that also can do the work. If you can't afford the help from the professional or like a course, you know? This is gonna be the fun part. We're gonna create ourselves from scratch, okay? Just like Nara Smith, we're gonna do a DIY project and creating a more healthier, happier, more aligned, most authentic version of you. And this is really helpful if you feel stuck, if you feel stagnant in the person you are now and you need help changing it. Creating an alter ego persona or seeing like the highest version of yourself that you can look up and embody more will help you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a name, okay? This can be your real name already, or you can give it a new name to make it more fun, more personal, to decide its physical appearance. Is your ideal version strong, fit, tall, short, good skin? What color kind of hair they have? Is it dyed? Avatar customization. What is their style, aesthetic like? What do they wear? What is normal and natural for them to do daily? How do they interact with others and themselves? Are they kind to others? Are they helping others? Are they helping themselves? Mindset. So how do they view life and go through challenges? Do they see life as easy or hard? Do they feel like money comes to them easily? Do they feel like they have to work for money? Like, these are all things. What is natural for them to experience and feel on a daily basis? So you can go on and on, whatever you want, to create this ideal version of yourself and paint a picture of this person. Use AI to create the image of this person. Draw it out, or just imagine in your mind. Use Pinterest, whatever you want. And then every single day you can decide how you want to incorporate them into your daily life until you know that diva way too well. And it becomes who you are naturally. So every day you can take this ideal version you created from scratch and figure out how you're going to incorporate them every day into your life. If you know that this ideal version of you is fit, toned, strong, what do they do every day? They probably work out, they probably go to the gym, they probably do Pilates, dance, move, walk, whatever they want. How are you going to incorporate that version of you every day? And if you're struggling, you can look to them and just think what they would do in your situation. How would they handle it? How would they talk? And it does require some like awareness and just letting go of stubbornness, because you feel like, oh, they would say this, but I'm not like that person. I don't want. But then who do you want to be that person? Why do you have that image up there? You got to be aware, you got to be conscious, you know. You got to make some different choices that your current version would not make if you have this embodied picture. So have fun with this, enjoy it. You know, you can do whatever you want with this, but ideally having this person to look up to will kind of help you feel motivated and excited to just become them. But again, you are not separate from them, you are them. It's just about reminding yourself that you already are them, are this ideal version of yourself you created. You have that within you, and it's just all about reminding yourself, kind of like a vision board. You're reminding yourself that you have it subconsciously so it can manifest outwards. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Again, let me remind you guys quickly, don't wait till the clock strikes midnight or it's like midway through the year to start fresh. Your glow up can begin right now as you watch this video. We already repeated those affirmations. We did the first step. So just start with small intentional changes that will set you up for an empowered 2025. It's going to build that momentum, create the progress, keep you going for the entire year. Stop overthinking, enough overthinking. And take that first step. It's safe for you to take that first step. Don't worry. You're trusted. You're protected. You're loved. Just trust the process and trust yourself. Trust yourself. All of you listen to this, you deserve the best. And stop living the life that you know you don't want to. I'm sending all of you lots of love and blessings, because remember, you are enough. You deserve the best. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Happy New Year.
Essentially